Hey, it's Evan. Welcome back to another episode of the Mindful 8 podcast. And in today's episode, we're talking about the greatest rebellion in existence. It's creativity. This is a quote by an individual by the name of Osho, I believe is how you pronounce it. Forgive me if that's not how you pronounce it, but I draw inspiration from, well, everything, everywhere, all at once. And there was this video of Osho speaking on creativity and how it really is the greatest rebellion in existence. It resonated with me deeply because I create, like my life depends on it. And I feel like that's really the number one way to rebel against the status quo of what a lot of individuals might want for me in my life, but not what I want for myself. And the greatest way to rebel is to be authentic online and in person, right? To create the life that I want. And man, that just spoke to me. Creativity is the greatest rebellion in existence, right? You have to break free of all the conditioning that has been laid upon you growing up, right? We're essentially living out the mirror principle where what we just look out and we get it right back, right? The internal is directly correlated to the external. For the first 7 years, we're just mimicking everything. That is so much conditioning. And over time, we break that. We break free from it through rebelling, right? The teenage years, right? Think about how rebellious you were during your teenager years, which is crazy to think about. I was just thinking about that, connecting the dots, looking backwards. And I realized I actually wrote it down in a journal one time. I said, the only thing that'll free me from this life is my creativity. Oh my goodness, I remember I wrote that down in a journal. This makes so much sense now. Creativity is the greatest rebellion in existence, right? Break free from the mob psychology that has been laid upon you. Break free from the limiting beliefs and the conditioning that has been laid upon you growing up, right? Breaking free is thinking outside the box that has been literally placed upon you since birth. And we break free through creativity. That's how we rebel. That's why social media is so brilliant, right? All these ways that we can just break free from the boxes that we allow others to lay onto us, to put us in, right? The only box we live in is the one in our minds. We have to break free from that. And the only way to do such a thing is through creative thinking, creative design. Everything that we currently feel and see, where we are physically, mentally, and spiritually, is all because of how we perceive the world. It's truly brilliant. And the greatest way to rebel against existence and nature's law is creativity, right? And creativity is that God-given divinity, that ideation we get from source that we just pull out of nothing. Like ideas, when you have an idea, it's in your mind, right? And then you literally like pull it out of your mind and breathe life into it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful idea that I just pulled from my mind and placed here. Now it's in the physical realm. That's what creativity is. And that comes from source. And that's how we rebel against everything, right? Creativity is so powerful. And there's so many infinite amount of ways to be creative, right? Wealth and creativity, they're two sides of the same coin. They're directly correlated. You think, and through thinking, through thought, you gain creativity on how to actually be a wealthy person. It's understanding that if I go down this path and I have a roof of how much I'm making a year, well, the person I want to be is a while away because I'm giving myself a roof. But if I use my creativity and I tap into my network and I work long days and I do this, I do that, and I go for it, right? I just go for it. I understand that that time gap is going to be shrunk. But all of that understanding comes from creativity. That's how you rebel against the status quo. Everything you need to be successful is here and now. You're already successful if you have that state of consciousness. And failure doesn't exist. It's all opportunity to succeed. There's success and there's non-success. There's positive and there's non-positive. It's simply how we view the world, right? But how wealthy you become financially speaking, and furthermore, when you think about your mental health, your spiritual health, physical health, it's all about creativity, right? Figuring it out. And that comes from thought, pulling ideas of, oh, I should go try out this fitness routine, or, oh, I should go read this book because it'll better. That's all creative thought. That's how you become wealthy. Just think. That's why Napoleon Hill wrote a book on it. Think and Grow Rich. Also a good reminder that I have to read that book again. And Outwitting the Devil. Creativity is the greatest rebellion in existence. What a powerful, powerful quote. Every single day, continue to break free from the conditioning. Continue to break free from limiting beliefs. Snap your finger and boom, change happens in an instant. You have no limiting beliefs. You are infinite. You can pursue whatever life that you want. You can be anybody you want. The world is quite literally your oyster. You can do whatever you want. And whatever you want to do, that comes from an idea, a thought. You breathe life into it through plans of immediate and definite action. That's creativity. That's how you become wealthy. Right there. It's simple as. What a great reminder to you. What a great reminder to me. Furthermore, I love you. Thank you for listening. Have a beautiful day. Peace.